Apartments have been a thorn in the side of Melbourne's solar transition, but that's finally changing. So, how much rooftop space could be available for solar systems on our apartments? Well, just looking at Boroondara, about 83,400 people live in medium density housing, nearly half of the area's housing stock. What's the catch? It's been expensive and complicated, often needing 75% approval from owners just to get started. So what's being done? Well, one company in Melbourne's east is leading the way in technology which can fairly share solar power among people who own or rent in apartments. In 2019, Abbotsford-based company Illume Energy launched a shared solar system called SolShare. Basically, the system allows electricity generated from rooftop solar panels to be distributed across multiple apartments based on demand. More than 10,000 apartments are now connected to SolShare across the globe, including about 2,800 in Victoria, with nearly half in rental properties. I visited one of the apartment buildings which had recently installed a SolShare system in Kew earlier this week to chat with couple Lou and Vicky Guilano. They told me their average monthly power bill was now $50 to $60 cheaper than before the installation of about 40 solar panels on the roof. Cost-wise, residents contributed roughly $400 to $1,000 each, depending on apartment size. And if you're skeptical about the installation, you can opt out and continue to receive power from the grid, and if you change your mind, you can join the system at a later stage. However, not all residents have the same access opportunities to solar. I spoke with Melbourne East renter Paula, who told me she had limited options to access things like solar or electric vehicles, as she was already struggling to meet the rental requirements to remain in her unit. So what's the main solution needed to alleviate the cost burden on tenants or apartment owners? Well, basically it is providing extra incentives for owners' corporations to reduce their out-of-pocket expenses on a system. One such incentive is the state government's Solar for Apartments program, which offers rebates of up to $2,800 per apartment or $140,000 per property, and has now been extended to June 30, 2027. So are you a renter or apartment owner in Melbourne's east? Maybe it's time to consider if solar is a possible cost-saving measure.